Do you ever get the feeling that you're not living up to your full potential? That the person you are right now isn't the one you were meant to be? You have this picture in your head of a stronger, sharper, more disciplined you, but they feel a million miles away. What if you could close that gap? What if you could just disappear for 90 days and come back as the powerful, confident person you know you can be? Imagine the look on everyone's faces when you return. Not as the person they knew, but as the person you built in secret. This is the story of how I vanished from my old life to build my best one. And I'm going to share the exact steps I took so you can do it too. Just over 3 years ago, I was stuck. My life wasn't bad, but it was painfully mediocre. My days were just a blur, pure reaction mode. The first thing I'd do when I woke up was grab my phone, instantly flooding my brain with other people's curated successes, their opinions, their drama. The average person spends over 2 hours a day on social media, and I was definitely putting in overtime. I was consuming, not creating. I was scrolling through lives I thought I envied, but doing nothing to build a life I could actually be proud of. My goals were these vague, dusty ideas on a shelf: get in shape, start a side hustle, be more confident. They were totally meaningless without action. I'd get a flash of motivation, tell a few friends my grand plans, get that little hit of validation from their encouragement, and then nothing. The motivation would fizzle out in a week, and I'd be right back where I started, only now with an extra layer of shame. I was looking for applause for things I hadn't even done. This cycle of public announcements and private failures was killing my self-respect. I realized the biggest thing holding me back wasn't a lack of desire. It was a surplus of distraction and a desperate need for a pat on the back. That decision came on a Sunday night, feeling drained and disappointed after another weekend down the drain. I had to go dark. I had to disappear. Disappearing isn't about running away from your problems. It's about running towards the solution in private. It's a strategic retreat from the world's noise so you can finally hear yourself think. The idea is often called monk mode, and it's all about cutting out distractions so you can hit your goals faster. Real transformation doesn't happen in the spotlight. It's forged in the quiet hours, in the lonely work when nobody is watching. The first rule of this game is deliberate silence. You have to stop announcing your moves. Stop talking about your goals, your plans, your struggles. Every time you talk about what you're going to do, you leak energy and open yourself up to judgment. The second rule is that mystery is a superpower. When people don't know what you're up to, they can't distract you, discourage you, or throw their own insecurities at you. This quiet period protects your progress from the kind of negativity that can wreck even the best intentions. Most importantly, this whole process forces you to stop looking for external validation and start building it from within. You learn to be your own source of approval. The goal is to get to a place where the satisfaction comes from the work itself, not from the likes, the comments, or the praise. It's about building a foundation of self-reliance so strong that nothing can shake it. My disappearance wasn't an accident. It was a structured 90-day mission. This is the exact blueprint I've followed, and you can adapt it for your own transformation. Step 1, define your mission. You can't just wander into the wilderness. Disappearing is the strategy, not the goal. You need to know with total clarity what you're fighting for. I picked 3 key areas. Mind, I committed to reading 30 pages of non-fiction and meditating for 10 minutes every single day. My goal was to trade anxiety for knowledge and focus. Body, I made a non-negotiable rule: 5 workouts a week and 0 junk food or alcohol. This wasn't just about looking better, it was about building mental toughness through physical discipline. Skill, I chose one high-income skill I wanted to build and locked in 60 minutes of deep, uninterrupted work on it every day. Your mission has to be specific, and it's for your eyes only. Write it down, make it a private contract with yourself, and look at it every morning. Step 2, the Great Purge, a scorched earth attack on distractions. Real focus isn't about having more willpower, it's about building an environment where you don't need it. This step is brutal, but it's essential. I deleted every single social media app from my phone. Not logged out, deleted. That act alone frees up a shocking amount of time and mental space. The initial FOMO, the fear of missing out, is real, but it fades fast. It's replaced by a deep sense of peace and presence. I turned off every non-essential notification. My phone went from being a toy to being a tool. I took a hard look at my social circle and hit pause on relationships that only drained my energy or kept me in my old habits. You have to be okay with being boring for 90 days. No mindless parties, no gossip, no time-wasting hangouts that don't serve your mission. You're creating a vacuum, and progress is about to fill it. Step 3. Architect your days. Success doesn't happen by accident, it's scheduled. I started living by my calendar. My days were structured from the moment I woke up until I went to bed. Waking up early, like at 5 a.m., became non-negotiable. Those quiet hours before the world wakes up are your sanctuary. It's where you win the day before it even starts. I time-blocked everything. My workout, my reading, my deep work, even my meals. This rigid structure kills decision fatigue. You don't have to decide if you're going to work out. You just look at your calendar and see that it's time. Discipline isn't about motivation. It's about making success automatic. Step 4, fuel the machine. What you consume determines what you produce. And I'm not just talking about food. I started treating information like a diet. I cut out all the junk. No sensational news, no reality TV, no mindless scrolling. I replaced it with high-quality stuff, educational podcasts, audiobooks related to my skill during my commute, and documentaries that actually taught me something. For my body, the rules were simple. Every meal needed a source of protein, and I drank 3 liters of water a day. You don't need some complex diet. Just eat real food and cut out all processed food. When you mix a clean diet with consistent exercise, your energy and mental clarity go through the roof. You're building a high-performance machine. It needs high-performance fuel. Step 5, embrace the struggle in silence. This is the hardest part and the most important. There will be days you want to quit. You'll feel lonely. You'll have an overwhelming urge to post a progress pic or tell someone how great you're doing. You must resist. Every time you fight that urge, you're rewiring your brain. You're teaching yourself that your own approval is the only one that matters. The struggle is the whole point. The friction is what forces you to grow. Getting through hardship in private builds a kind of self-reliance that is unbreakable. It's in these quiet moments of struggle that real character is forged. This is where you prove to yourself, and only yourself, that you have what it takes. After 90 days, I didn't post a big reveal. I just re-emerged. I re-downloaded a couple of apps. I started saying yes to some social events, and the reaction was exactly what this video promises: shock. People didn't just see a physical change, they felt a change in my presence. Our conversations were different. The way I carried myself was different. I wasn't that anxious, validation-hungry person they remembered. I was calm, centered, and sure of myself, and the best part, their validation didn't matter anymore. It was nice to hear, but it wasn't the prize. The real prize was the self-respect I had earned in those 90 days in the dark. The reward was the person I became when no one was watching. That's real reinvention, when it feels like this is who you were supposed to be all along. The external results, the better physique, the new skills, the new opportunities, were just a side effect of the work I did on the inside. This 90-day journey is about tearing down your old self to build the new one. It's about trading cheap, short-term pleasure for deep, long-term fulfillment. It's a declaration that you're taking full ownership of your life. You have greatness inside you. It just needs focus to be unlocked. So I'm issuing you a challenge, the 90-day disappearance challenge. For 90 days, commit to your mission. Go into monk mode. Cut out the noise, do the work in silence, and build the person you know you can become. It will be the hardest and most rewarding 90 days of your life. If you're ready to stop wishing and start building, subscribe to this channel for more guides on becoming your best self. And to make it real, comment below with "I'm in." Let's see who's ready to shock everyone.